Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Nia, nice to see you all. Today we are listening to a group that I've heard a few more times now, which is great. Getting to know them still, but thank you so much for all your recommendations. And today we are listening to a group by JO1. And so, again, for those who don't know much about JO1, as I am learning new myself, they are similar to like Produce 101, but instead of, Korean based, I guess. I think they're still in Korea. Hold on, sorry, but it's a Japanese group, so it's a similar like survival show, but it's composed of Japanese members. And yeah, and now that I think about it, are they being trained in Korea just because of the show? That I wasn't sure. That's a good question. But anyways, it's all Japanese guys and a little bit done, what Korean Produce has done before. I hope I did not just confuse myself, or you. Anyways, we have another song to listen to, and again, thank you for those who recommended. Please like and subscribe. Like to subscribe 押してください。ありがとうございます。And so today we were listening to a song called Design. So it's another performance video, just based on the title. I'm guessing that it's going to be very artsy, as in maybe they will do lots of movements together, and so it'll look really cool and like artistic and make different designs, so to speak, or patterns or formations. But yeah, I mean, some of your viewers, thank you for telling me, a lot of times they have the performance videos up, but not necessarily an MV that goes with it, which is a new concept for me, so slowly learning more, which is great, and broadening my music, I guess, too, so that's always nice. I did mention one member caught my attention from the previous reaction. Could it be the same person this time? I don't know, but when things change, like hairstyle, makeup, and clothing changes, I sometimes forget who is who, especially with the large, group. So please help me out if I find someone who's really stood out for me. But yeah, let's just get started. So let's watch it together. Okay, it looks like we're underground. Are there like patterns on these pillars, like hieroglyphics of some sort? I don't know. There are definitely some lights going through like this tunnel. The first pose is quite interesting already. It looks like they're all supporting one member who I think will start singing very soon. The outfits are very casual. Yeah. That's all I can say. I guess we'll enjoy it right now. So, JO1's Design.
When I see you walking すぐ待って君さんはその意味が気になるよまだ雨に打たれてるよそれぞれのスタイルで今から進め君は簡単に言うさでも僕の道はそうだ Because 息が詰まるほど愛を描く毎日は孤独で Can you believe me 夢の続きを見よう終わりはなくても奥深く君を知るまで絶対もう離さないさ成長この歌でノーガード KO Baby slow down 大丈夫そばに会いに行く Tonight 行こう行こう行こう捨てる道ならサベージ眺めた景色は超 sick 壮大愛性で Because 全てを手に入れようと描く毎日は孤独で Can you believe me 夢の続きをよ視界が滲んでも奥深く君を知るまで絶対もう離さないさ Don't run away from me Never go back たいのなら Follow us Oh 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 get on that down 絶対もう離さないさ Hey don't run away from me Never go back again I follow it up up down to the top down 夢をつかむ未知の世界へと足を踏み入れよう Follow it up up down to the top down 風が背中を押した僕らの時代へと連れて行こう
Okay, third single, Challenger, and their song, Design. Okay, alright. It was very flashy, so I hope I was able to see everyone clearly aside from that, and also sometimes the choreography was slightly blinded by the lights, but I will do my best to talk about it and some of the parts that I noticed that, stood out for me. And yeah, let's go back to the beginning of this performance video. So the first formation was very cool. They all linked together and they kind of became a flower, and then they kind of leaned back on the members, so it looks like the petals are, sprouting and are blooming something from the middle, which was very cool. I think we were able to see everyone fairly clearly. Everyone sang at least a phrase or rapped a small part, so that was good. I mean, with so many members, it's really hard to get everyone to sing a decent amount or even the screen time. But with this performance video, I think I was able to see everyone a good amount of times, if not, at least one good still moment of each member. We start off with actually everyone together, but then in let me see, about 30 seconds or so, they kind of, split up into groups again. And like I mentioned before, JO1 likes to divide them into groups where, about 6 of them sing and rap, and then they all come back in, and another few members, have their own parts and own moments to shine. And so I think that's like their specialty. See, so we only have a few members here, but then later on everyone gathers back and then they disperse. So it has a lot of coming in and out, which can be really fun as well if you know the members very well. Later on in this MV, they do have that formation again, but they group it differently. It's not like, the first group, but they do mix it around. So it's nice to have that different style. I guess it's hard to explain, but it's nice to have different formations, and other members can, take a few seconds to breathe, get their energy back again, and go back in. So it feels like this song had a few different types of melodies and keys. The chorus is very different than parts of the melody, and then the rapping stood out, very differently as well. And so I can remember that part, but other parts I may have to listen to the song a few more times to, absorb the other parts of the melody as well. But looking at their outfits, it's very casual, generally wearing suits or a jacket of some sort. And these lights really blinded me from time to time. It was hard to appreciate some of the choreography, but this part, this is part of the chorus. It gave me a slight vampire feel with the melody as well. And it's just, how to explain it? The choreography was very different depending on the stanza and the chorus part. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I just noticed the flow of it, the style is very different. It's hard to explain it, but I guess it stood out for me, so I guess that's a good thing, right? And a lot of times their movements matches the beat and the rhythm of the song. So if it's pow pow pow, they have to go pow pow pow, So really, you have to be really precise and accurate in order for it to look well, especially, everyone needs to do it in sync. And I think this is one of the moves where, they have to follow the beat. It's not sometimes how some choreographies, it's when it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, but you move and dance when it's not the main beat. So sometimes it's harder, or sometimes it's easier. I guess it depends on the choreo. We also saw some rapping right here. He has a lower range, and he had a higher range as well. His voice caught my attention. I'm not sure what his name is for today's MV, And so, yeah, that was nice, letting the rappers, shine a little bit while other members were dancing, but they, like kind of shrunk themselves, so everyone had time to shine. And the choreography looked not as challenging as their other ones, but I'm not going to say they're easy. But it's just not maybe as intense as there were times where, they were able to stand a bit more, had time to, like, go down instead of, constantly, dancing very hard and aggressively. Like, there were some slower moments where, they have slower moves and, enjoy that, the slow parts. It's not always very quick. And let me see, there's a lot of times, which is cool, especially with larger groups, where they're in smaller units. Like right now, they get to do some really cool moves, right, with their arms, or, transition in and out, make a little wave and whatnot. So I thought that was also creatively done. I like the way they divide the groups into various units before they come back in as a whole team. It makes the MV, or I guess the performance, more exciting, in my opinion, just because, it's nice to just see different formations. I like to see how groups form, and that just interests me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know about you. And so there's a lot of singing, so a lot of vocalists, a few times to rap, that's fine too. But that rapper guy caught my attention for today. If you know his name, let me know. And they wrap it up by being together in the dark. And so, yeah, if I have to pick, I personally like some of their other songs a little bit more. And this style of song, I don't know what genre it's called other than like maybe pop, but it's very relaxing, if that's a good word. It's very, I'm talking about the melody. The choreo is still difficult, but like, it's very like la 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 type of like, yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's not always like bam, like we're here, we're gonna be like, ha, show you what I got, boom boom boom, but it's just like la la la, that type of a feel. Yeah, that's what I got from the song. And so it's a nice different concept from what I've seen from them, so that's good too. And thank you for recommending all these songs to me. I really enjoy, exploring, and I'm glad, JO1 has been a very popular group, and a lot of people are watching and enjoying it, so thank you, and also commenting, so I appreciate that. Continue to support JO1. I've listened to maybe 4 or 5 songs by them already, but there should be more, right? So if there are any, please recommend, come my way. And I try to do J-pop as well, but because of copyright, I can't like show the video. But if there are other songs in the J-pop realm and K-pop or Asian pop, I don't know, please let me know, as I like to get to know more different styles of music too. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching this with me. Continue to support JO1, listen to Design, and if there are other songs, please let me know, and I will see you next time. Thank you. またね。ありがとうございました。